Hello and welcome to Ticker Tapes, and we're back with another look at the FAANG stocks. Another week and another setback for Meta platforms, it seems, with news that Google has decided to adopt privacy restrictions that will curtail the tracking of Android phone users across the internet. Apple, of course, created its own walled garden for online advertising in the summer of 2021, a move that is thought to have cost Meta platforms $10 billion in revenue during Q4 alone, and in part led to the biggest loss of value in a single day ever seen in the U.S. stock market, as Meta platforms shares plunged 26.39% on February 3rd. Amazon has $1 trillion worth of untapped value hidden inside it, according to one of America's leading hedge fund managers, Dan Loeb. Mr. Loeb believes that the market is failing to grasp the immense potential that cloud computing and e-commerce represent for the Seattle-based company. Mr. Loeb made his comments on a call with investors in his Third Point hedge fund, during which he shared a series of slides, one of which suggested a valuation for Amazon Web Services of $1.5 trillion, a number that's akin to the market cap for the whole of Amazon currently. At the end of 2021, Third Point had $783.5 million, or around 5.5% of the fund, invested in Amazon, though for now, at least Mr. Loeb is not pushing the company to realize this latent shareholder value. Instead, he is telling the market to notice what's right under its nose. JP Morgan thinks things are looking up for Apple. At least they are if data from China's Academy of Information and Communication Technology can be believed. The data shows that international shipments of phones, which JP Morgan equates to iPhone shipments, reached 7.3 million units, well above the 4.8 million average normally seen in January, and the highest figure since January 2015. And it seems that some Apple shareholders are unhappy with plans to raise CEO Tim Cook's remuneration to almost $100 million this year, up sharply from last year's pay of just $14.8 million. Lobby group Institutional Shareholder Services has encouraged shareholders to vote against the pay rise, noting that Mr. Cook already earns more than 1,400 times more than the average worker at Apple. However, under his guidance, Apple's earnings have risen by 169.7% over the last 5 years, whilst revenues grew by just 69.64% in that time frame. Netflix has had some good news this week. Firstly, analysts at America's biggest bank have flagged the fact that subscription numbers for the video streaming service are running ahead of forecast, and that if they carry on at the current pace, Netflix could deliver more than 5 million new users in Q1 2022 compared to the 2.5 million expected. The news that Google has decided to restrict the tracking of Android phone users failed to inspire the share price of its parent, Alphabet Inc., and the stock traded lower over the week. And that's slightly surprising because when Apple made a similar announcement last year, analysts projected that advertising revenues at Apple could reach $20 billion in 3 years from a standing start. Google, of course, is already one of the world's biggest earners in terms of ad revenues and generated more than $209 billion from the business in 2021. So the chance to earn an even bigger piece of the $537 billion online advertising market sounds like a positive move. But perhaps traders were worried about a possible antitrust investigation of the ad tech market by the Justice Department, which was rumored to be in the works in September last year.